So that was my take on the legendary Thunderstruck by AC/DC. I know what you're thinking, didn't sound much like Thunderstruck to me. Well, my job here is not to play rock and roll on my ukulele. My job is to teach you how to do fingerstyle, and now we're getting into advanced fingerstyle. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the structure of Thunderstruck, the actual melody of the riff, and we're going to play it using an advanced fingerpicking technique called Tremolo. So I'm going to explain to you exactly what Angus Young does on the guitar, and I'm going to show you how to make it sound really nice on the ukulele. So let's get up close and we're going to have a look. Now then, Angus Young has actually played this riff several times in different songs. It's a kind of riff that he really likes, and he's recycled it many times. So I'm going to show you how he does it on the guitar. Now on the guitar, Angus Young plays it on the B string. For our exercise, we're going to play it on the first string, which is A. So if you want to play it in the exact key of Thunderstruck, well, you just put a capo on. That might not be easy. I wouldn't recommend that. Or tune up to detune it. Otherwise, we're just going to play it in the key that's best suited to the ukulele. We're going to play it in A. So going right back to, I don't know, it's probably 70, 75, 76 on the track Let There Be Rock by AC/DC. It's one of their most popular live songs where everybody goes crazy. And it's one of the songs that Angus chooses then to do one of his crazy guitar solos. When there's a moment when the band stops altogether and Angus Young is just soloing. And you can see the origins of Thunderstruck from what he used to do live with Let There Be Rock. So this is what he does then. He starts off with 2 arpeggios. Alright, so it's almost classical Baroque sounding, or it could even be flamenco. If you listen to it, it's an A major arpeggio and a D minor. Okay, so E, C sharp, A, and F, D, and A. So you've got A, D minor, and then he moves up to G, G, E, A. Okay, so part of the show that Angus Young does then is he starts off by picking it slowly, each note. And he starts to accelerate. And he stops picking each note and he starts pulling off. So pulling off. And as he gets faster, he moves to all pull-offs. Like this, and not picking at all. Okay, now you can hear that Angus does the same thing with Thunderstruck, but this time he's leading off with the A, so that's just a pickup note, and this time he's plucking the same arpeggios, but with the open string, which is the B string on the guitar. We're doing it on the A string here on the ukulele. And just moving up. So just that A major to D minor. So you can see it's the same riff that he's been recycling over the years. I think it's in other songs as well. There was a period in the 1990s where I wasn't really listening to them very much, so I didn't really listen to Fly on the Wall and Blow Up Your Video. I didn't listen to those ones, but I'm sure that riff is in there somewhere. Okay, and then for the rest of the riff then, what we know when everybody starts singing Thunder, still alternating the open string with the notes. Okay, right, I'm sure that a lot of you already know how to play that. You've probably tried it, everybody's tried it, it's so famous. But in my opinion, it sounds really crap on a ukulele. So I don't think it sounds that cool on the ukulele. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn it into more of a classical Baroque sounding piece, as it already is that style with those two chords. Because the ukulele's, doesn't have a very full sound. We're not using distortion pedals or anything like that. We're just playing a simple instrument. Then I figured it would be better to leave the A ringing as a constant drone between those notes. So the notes of the riff are '12th fret to 10th fret to 9th fret back to 10th fret, 9th fret, 7th fret, 9th fret, 5th fret, 7th fret, 4th fret, 5th fret. I'll do that a few times. Like that. So try to get the hang of playing the riff on just on one string first so you get the feel for it. You hear that? Now, if I want to leave the first string ringing between all of those notes, then I'm going to have to find a different way of playing it on the ukulele. So I'm going to play on the only on the 4th and 2nd strings. So that means moving right up the neck. I'm sorry if you've got a soprano with only 12 frets, you won't be able to play this. Get yourself a bigger ukulele or a soprano with more frets. So we're going to play it like this on the 4th and 2nd strings. Okay, starting on the 14th fret to the 15th fret. Down to 11th, stay on the 15th fret, 11th again, down to the 12th fret, back to 11th and then down to 10th fret, okay? So if I'm alternating between 4th and 2nd, listen, 14th, 15th, 11th, 15th, 11th, 12th, 11th, 10th, that's the first part. You see that? Okay, and then we're going to go 9th, 9th, 7th, 9th, 7th, 9th, 7th, 9th, like that, okay? So if we do it in time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you hear that? Now I'm doing it with my thumb because I'm going to use my fingers then to pick the note A in between each of those notes like this. This is a good first exercise, okay? We haven't even come to tremolo yet. And like that you can hear all the strings ringing at the same time. So it's very nice, very harpy. And I'm just alternating with my 1st and 2nd fingers. Very often I play 1st and 3rd fingers. Okay, so that's the structure of the riff. Once you've got that down, then we're going to learn to play tremolo in between those notes. Now, what is it, tremolo? Tremolo is when we play 3 notes very rapidly in between a melody which is played with our thumb. Okay, so if I was just doing a chord, look, for example, let's take a D minor chord. I'm just going to turn this way so you can look at my fingers, get up close. I'm holding a D minor chord. Okay, and instead of playing 1 note in between, I'm going to play 3 notes starting with my ring fingers. I'm going to go ring, middle, index. So I go first note, let's do an arpeggio, so D, F, A. I'm going to do this, I'm going to go D, 1, 2, 3, F, 1, 2, 3, A, 1, 2, 3, D, F, D, 1, 2, 3. And it's just a question of building up speed. It's just down to A major. Okay, now in my opinion it's easier to do it with fingernails. You can do it with the flesh of your fingers. I think it's probably not a good idea to do it with both. Now, some people say that they touch with the flesh of the fingers and the fingernail at the same time when they pluck. Okay, for tremolo picking, then your fingers really need to glide over the strings. Not too much contact with the flesh if possible. And that's the effect that we're looking for. So it's gliding over the strings to try to make it fluid. Okay. Alright, now once we've practiced that, and you may need days or even weeks to get the hang of this. Because if you're plucking very slowly, there really is, everybody says when you practice you have to practice slowly and build up speed, and that's true to an extent, but with tremolo, if you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, that's good, but to do that, it's not really tremolo. Tremolo is almost just filling the space with a continuous sound. Okay, so it has to be fast. So when you've got that, just try to just hit a note, play the 3 hit a note with your thumb, play the 3 with your fingers as fast as you can. Alright, so what we're doing with Thunderstruck then is keeping this note A open and playing the riff then on the 2nd and 4th, as you learned. Okay, so if you listen to it right at the beginning, you say, well, that doesn't sound like Thunderstruck. Can you hear it now? Can you hear it? So, doing exactly this, it's exactly the tune. Okay, it's not in the same key, but it's exactly the tune. But instead of just 1 note, then I'm playing 3. Okay, now to finish that piece then I just added my own little ending to it, which is just to get to here and play note G open, and then move down to play the note D, just move the shape down, and then F here, just moving it down 2 frets and down 2 frets again. It's got nothing to do with Thunderstruck. And then go back to the way that it started. So that's how you do tremolo picking on your ukulele. It's a very difficult technique, so keep working at it. It may take you days, weeks, months, years, but don't give up, because I'm sure you really want to do it. It sounds really cool. If you don't like Thunderstruck, doesn't matter, just do it with a D minor chord to an A minor chord. It sounds kind of flamenco. Doing those arpeggios, filling in with the tremolo. Just keep at it, it's really, really good. So that's the end of this lesson. If you want the tabs, PDF to print, it's all on Patreon right now, so go ahead and go and get those. Thank you very much for your support. If you want to support me even more, then don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell and put a like on the video, because if you put a like on the video, more people get to see it. They'll get to learn how to do cool fingerstyle stuff as well. So I'd really appreciate you doing that as well. And I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson. Thanks for watching.